Hello, and welcome back to Minecraft 1.16. I'm Epitome. I play games, and that makes this Epitome Games. Just got a couple of new things here, and then we're going to get on to our next project. But we went through the laborious task of getting villagers up into an iron golem farm, and it's producing. It's not a ton, but it's giving us some free iron there. We've got zombie hanging out in a minecart. We've got 3 villagers. They all have lecterns and beds. And I think I finally figured out one of the biggest problems I have when I'm doing iron golem farms. I used to break the blocks under the beds. And when I had this set up initially, I did that. I broke all the blocks underneath those beds. And I was getting like maybe 1 iron golem a day, per Minecraft day, to be more specific. It wasn't the most impressive system. As soon as I put those blocks in underneath, the villagers were sleeping the way that they're supposed to and everything else. So I think that's actually a big part of it. If you're going to make an iron golem farm, don't break the blocks under the beds. So let's go ahead and run inside real quick and sleep so that we don't have to do this with mobs swarming all over the place. And I'll show you what we have here. I think I mentioned the kelp farm in yesterday's video, or I'm sorry, in Saturday's video. This gets a little bit tricky when you're working ahead like I do. But we've got an automated smelter system now. So I can, well, I would call it a super smelter, but compared to my other super smelter, it's nothing. Either way, they're going into the smoker, and then they come out here, and I can turn them into dried kelp blocks, which then can be used to smelt more kelp. So I may end up moving this because I feel like this is not going to be big enough to meet our needs in the future. So I'll either, actually, no, let me grab like a stack of kelp. Well, I'll grab a stack out of either one for symmetry purposes or something. Yeah, that's a good one for those to go in. Okay. So I'm thinking, since this is the best fuel in the game and it can easily be automated, and it's not even that expensive to set it up because it's just pistons and observers. I don't even need slime because I don't even need sticky pistons. And then a few hoppers and some chests and whatnot, and you're good to go. I'm thinking that we might actually expand this quite a bit because it'll give us an automatically replenishing source of fuel. The only downside is we will have to craft each of these dried kelp blocks ourselves. But I mean, hey, when it comes to downsides, that's a pretty minor one. So let's step outside then and have a look around to see what's new. Obviously that's new, and obviously this is new, but let's go in here first because it's just a little bit less exciting in my opinion. Built this house up in the same style as the larger one on the hill over there. And currently it's just got some barrels in the basement because I didn't know what to fit in here, what to put in here. And then the other building over here, this is just sort of our forge and blacksmith area. Got a furnace and a blast furnace in the floor there. And I did a little bit of decoration on it. I got tired of things looking less than pretty in our world, so just decided to spruce up the area around the plains base a bit. This building, I think, is going to be today's project because it was a decent build. It was a good place to start, but I feel like it's time. I feel like it's time for this building to change. And considering how we have everything else looking so nice with lanterns and little details everywhere and rods in the supports, and I don't know, there's just a lot more to these buildings than there is to this one. And I really do feel that definitely needs to be improved upon. The other thing that I'm planning, I don't think we're going to get to it this video, but I'll tell you what, I am the worst when it comes to building storage systems. I never do it early enough, and I never build them big enough. I still have all these chests in here with just tons of stuff in them, just random and just junk, and it drives me nuts because when I need something, I never know where to look. I end up spending, tons of time running around checking all my chests, and it's just not very efficient. So I'm gonna get busy working on this building here, and we will catch up with you in just a few minutes. Also, if you have any ideas about things you'd like to see built in the world, or where I should put my expanded inventory system, because right now I'm thinking in this room, it's still pretty quick and easy to access, but it's much larger than the space that I have allotted for our inventory system now. Let me know in the comments. Just tell me what you think would be the best place for an inventory system. Yeah, we'll catch up with you in just a few minutes. So, we triggered a raid, but while we're doing it, might as well get it on camera, right? I did actually get the rest of my gear enhanced with netherite, so we should do okay here. Could we? Yeah. Now, it's not until the end of the raid that I'm really concerned, when we start getting the Ravagers and Witches and all that. Yeah, these could be bad news for us. Let me get these on here, in case I need to make a quick getaway. Oh my goodness. This bow is so awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to stay away from my... Really? That was the easiest raid I've ever had. No way. Come on. Oh, that was too good. Oh, I wonder if that's gonna do anything for me in terms of trades with my mending librarian over here. That would be nice. Get some bonuses on that. No. Give me that torch back. What do you got for me, dude? 7 emeralds for a bookshelf, 16 for an enchanted book. And you'll take 12... No. Where's the book trade? Oh, 3 books for an emerald. Yeah, it could be better, but that's not bad, really. But we got the Hero of the Village and achievement, and that's nice. Well, anyway, we've still got a lot of work to do, so I'm going to get back to it. Just wanted to share that with you. Alright, well, I decided that we have this nice little space here, and that needs to be filled up with something. So I'm going to go ahead and start building some manner of structure here. I don't even know if we're going to use it for anything, but I was just looking at it, and with the way things are coming together with the blacksmith building, the enchanting building, the empty building, I don't know, it seemed like with the barn way down there, this empty space felt kind of natural. But around the front of the base here, I don't know, we really just need to have something here. I feel like this is a good spot for a new build. So let's just go ahead and do that. We're just gonna lay down a foundation. And I did not count that because I was busy talking. So are we at an odd number or an even number? Okay, so we need to go right there. Oh, yeah. Here, rearrange these real quick. Put them back where they're supposed to be. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that works. I think this is going to be a larger building, so let's grab that middle point and just bring it out about like that. Yeah, that should work. Oh, and I should show you too, I named some of my shulker boxes and dyed them so that they're easier to tell apart from the others. There's kind of quality of life improvement there. All right, give me just a minute. I'm going to get the rest of this filled in, as I know that's not the most exciting thing to watch. And I'll be back with you in just a minute. All right, so I already decided what I want to do with this building, and I'm going to get that process set up before I finish the outside of the build. So I'll show you how I do this. This is a kelp farm build. It's really simple. We're just going to get, oh, do I have redstone repeaters in my redstone box? Yes, I do. I've got lots of them. Very good. All right, so you're going to have your observers facing whichever way the water is going to be. Your pistons on the bottom row. And we're actually going to want our kelp to be one below all of that. So we don't want to break the base block of kelp, because then obviously the kelp will no longer grow. And we can just use infinite water supply to fill all that up once we have 2 in there. All right, now back to this side. So then all we have to do to get a redstone signal into those repeaters is run a line of redstone across some blocks behind it there. And I guess that means we're moving this wall back one, and that'll be okay. So yeah, like that. And nope, not there. There we go, right there. That'll work. All right. Decoration box, yes. Okay, so there we go. That is the basic structure. I'm going to need more glass. I just realized that. Okay, well, give me just a minute. I'm going to go get some glass smelting, and then I'll be right back with you. All right, and we're back. We've got some glass now, and we are ready to do this. So you want to go up a couple of layers. Oh, nope, I'm making the same mistake I made before. See, here's what's going to happen if I do that. These pistons will actually remove the water blocks that are right here, the water source blocks. So let me go grab my silk touch pick, and we'll fix that real quick. That's why I was going to move it. All right. Well, that's one of the reasons I was going to move it. The other being that it's not that big. Okay. I just hate to waste glass since it can actually be rather time consuming to get it. No, we don't want you gone. There we go. And there we go. That's filled it all in very nicely. All right, so you want to leave at least 2 blocks of space there so that you have plenty of room for your pistons to activate, but also for your water blocks to get refilled. And then we can start going up. There we go. Is that? Yeah, it's all solid water all the way to the top. And we go up one more. Okay. Now this is going to be your minimum height. And since I don't envision this building being incredibly tall, I think that's where we're going to stick with it. So then now we're going to need, let's put, I guess the buckets will go in with decorations for now. And then we want hoppers. We've got our smokers. And we're going to need some chests for sure. And I'm going to need slabs. Slabs are a big part of this. And I just realized I'm not done with my buckets yet. Yeah, see, it's already working. All this kelp just floating up nicely to the top here. Okay, we're going to do top slabs in each of these water blocks. I should have grabbed water first. Okay, now we do top slabs in each of those. We're going to bring all this up one more layer. And I guess we're going to do it like that because I'm out of glass. All right, and then now it doesn't really matter. Just pick a side and throw a couple of water buckets down on it. And then if I've done this right, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, so that'll go one more. And that means we're going to put our hoppers down here. Let's get, okay, smokers. So smokers will go here. And then hoppers will go into the smokers. I did that one block too high. Glad I checked it before I started messing with removing stuff. All right. So these will actually go down here. There we go. Now, grab those 2 pieces of glass and we're going to put them right there just to make sure we don't run into any issues with water flowing out the edges and whatnot. And you can even just go ahead and seal it all in. And it seems that we have more dimensions of this building that are going to need to be expanded, but that's okay because that's not really the whole point of this project currently. We're just trying to get this all set up the way that it needs to be so that we can make use of it. And then we're going to bust out all the slabs that we put down in there. I was going to say those should be floating up, and then there we go. Okay. So now we should have some kelp in each of these. Very good. This one's probably going to have more going through it than the other. But now we want to go ahead and dig out a space underneath these. And we are going to have those feed into these chests. Yeah, we should be able to do all that from right there. So there we go. And there we go. So now those will drop out of there. And we'll put a couple of hoppers right here. And we'll just drop a stack of dried kelp blocks into those. Are we still having problems with our water flow? Or are those going to float? No, they're going to float. Okay. Good deal. All right, and at first this system will be a little bit wasteful. We're probably going to expand it a bit, make a larger, more robust system to feed into these smokers. But that was just to give you the basic idea of how to set one of these up. It's my favorite way to get fuel for furnaces. That's the best way to fuel the super smelter, because with coal or charcoal, obviously with charcoal, you got to have trees, and automatic tree farms are, well, they're intense. They require a lot of resources, or you have to dupe TNT, lots of other stuff like that, and it gets complicated. I like keeping things simple. I like keeping things, more about ease of use than, crazy robustness. Yeah, you'll see we already have some dried kelp coming out into there, and that system is not self-fueling yet, but what we could do is do an item stream that actually, no, because we'd have to craft it into blocks. I think you can use dried kelp as a fuel, but it's not anywhere near as good in the like leaf form as it is in the block form. But anyway, there we go. We've outlined our kelp factory. And I think that's going to do it for today. We've got our kelp processing center started. We have the layout for the building down. And yeah, I think we're going to call it here. I will be working on this to make it pretty and to expand the kelp system itself. And we will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked today's video, please do like and subscribe. And leave a comment down below telling me what you'd like to see in the next one. And that will do it, yeah. Yep, that's all I've got for you today. So thank you for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.